Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing the challenge from Blue Rose Nails. It's her July challenge, and the theme for this one, it had to be long stilettos, which we have here. Or were they extra long? It was whichever was the longest ones I had. There had to be some grey, some light grey in it. It was a princess theme, and you also had to use a jelly gel or those translucent ones that you can see through. And then Crystal decided to add in that you had to use purple. So everything is getting a coat of purple to begin with. That was sort of as much as was planned. I basically went through everything that I have, and all of the purples were picked out, and yeah, that's basically how I worked it. So this is one of my Dali colours. I will link down below, or I will list down below everything that I actually use. So I think it was mainly Dali's, and I've used some cat eyes as well. I think they were Timor Born Pretty, and there's also jelly gel that I got from Timu on there as well. I'm not quite sure what's going on with the lighting occasionally. It's sort of going blue. I'm trying to think, did I have my main light on? I may not have. Yeah, I have no idea. This has been really weird with the colouring. But anyway, everything has been given a base coat of the purple. And yeah, no, everything's getting 2 coats of it. This is getting something slightly different. So this could be the ring finger. This is getting something slightly different. I'm going to be attempting an ombre, which my previous attempts at have been dubious. So I was happy with how this one turned out. So this is also using another Dali, and I believe they're both from the Hema Free range. The base one definitely is, and I believe that the darker colour there also is. Now this is already at double speed, so apparently I do this really fast standardly anyway, and then I've doubled the speed of everything, because otherwise this kind of goes on and I can't waffle on for that long. So that's gone in now for cure with the first round of ombre. I am going to repeat it again. The little finger, we're keeping that simple. That is getting just a glitter gel, and that is one of the Dolly ones. It was from their Pride collection. I can't remember what it's called now. This is our index finger, and that is getting some of the clear jelly from Dolly. It's the clear jelly cat eye, and this is just amazing. Look at how this comes up. It is absolutely stunning. So our base coat that we've been using is vibrant purple, and then the glitter that I've just put on, that is inclusive. They're both from that, and the darker one that I've used is Japanese violet. So that's the Japanese violet going on again there. What else? I'm now looking at my polishes to see what else did I use. I'll have to wait and see until they actually come up, when I get to the relevant nails to know exactly what I have used. So yeah, they're the ones. So if I look at that cat eye, it is just absolutely stunning. Am I about to use the jelly on it now? I should be. Yes. So this is from I think it's called Shogun, from Temu. It came out a little streaky, but it's the only jelly that I have, so not a lot of options there. And I wanted to use a purple jelly. So there we are. It's fine, it's nice, you know, it's grand. Next we are going to, yes, we're going back to that ombre nail, and we're going to do a little crown on it because it is princess. So this mold I've gotten from Temu. It's my first time using it. I had a little practice with it, but I don't think I've actually used it on it, did I? No, I think this is the first time I've actually used it on. I did think about using another one from the set, a different set of nails, and I practiced it with that. So this one, the gel I'm using is called Emma, and that is from the Ultra Low Humor range. It's a light grey with a slight glitter through it as well, because you know crowns are sparkly, and that's what I'm going with. So I'm top coating this now, my Born Pretty top coat. Yeah, just having a quick think in my head, is that what I'm doing? Because I get a couple of the fingers mixed up with top coats, because I wanted to chrome some and foil some, and yeah, it got a little bit messy. So I'm also putting a little bit of top coat on this just to fill up the space, because obviously I didn't want to fill it with the grey to ensure that it's fully cured, whereas I think I put the top coat one in for twice as long to make sure that it was all fully cured. And then I had to figure out actually how to stick it on, and that was an interesting experience. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing with this one, because I make these up as I go along. It's not that I don't put thought into it, it's that I have a plan but I won't stick to it, so there's no point in planning. When I do plan for things, I get distracted and I come up with other ideas. So I've given up planning. That's basically it. So that was the chrome top coat that I put on that nail. That's just gone in. So you can see where the border is there around it. And my plan was to sort of use that to help it stick down. But it hasn't really worked according to plan. I've since gotten a flash cure torch that has a silicone bit on the end that'll be able to sort of hold things in place. So applying a top coat, hoping that having that little border on it will help keep everything in place, but it keeps lifting, so it doesn't work very well. And that's okay. It's trial and error. That's how I am learning on this journey. So yeah, it kept moving. I wasn't happy with it, and we decided to scrap it. We're cleaning off the nail. We're not scrapping the idea completely. We are going to repeat it and retry it, because you know that's how I do things around here. If they don't work the first time, I will try it another 100 times, and I will probably show you that 100 times. Now I've remembered to turn on the light. That's why I've gone a little bit brighter, so So yeah, previously, that's why there was some weird colouring was going on. But anyway, so we're back in with Emma again. We're going to try this round 2. Just making sure that the top of the crown there's a very, very, very thin like little cross at the top of the crown that I was just making sure actually got in, had polish in it. So this is where I think I get confused, because I have top coated with chrome powder, and I can't remember which one I have done that with. So it was actually that one that I'm now after top coating again. But anyway, you know, that's what happens. So I am going to glitter. I'm putting standard top coat on this one. So I put the chrome top coat on the other one. I'm putting standard as a top coat on this one, or a base coat, because I wanted to glitter it. But I wanted it to stick to it rather than putting it on and then sprinkling the glitter uncured. I wanted it to have a tacky layer. So I've multiple base coat so that it would have a tacky layer. I think I've done the same thing here, that we're filling this one now with the base coat so that it has sort of a tacky layer to stick to it, and I don't have quite so much of a border around it. So the glitter that I'm using is a purple glitter mix. That is the base coated one and not the chromed one. And this is where I'm getting confused and wondering which is which. And yeah. So I'm sprinkling it on, and it didn't stick to it at all. At all, because that's the one that has the chrome top coat on it. And this is the one that has a slightly tacky layer from the base coat. And I'm just pressing it in. I wanted to sort of burnish it in so we can really see the hollow that's in it, but it didn't quite work out that way. I don't know, I'm going to have to rethink my way of doing this, trying to figure out another way to do it. But it turned nice. We're just pressing it in to make sure it stays there. And you do see the hollow on it, but yeah, it's just not quite what I wanted. But then that's the joy of doing something like this. You're not guaranteed to get what you want, especially when you're trying to figure out how to do things. So that's a glitter mix from Nair Nails, and it's one of the ones that I got from the recent vintage haul that had all the glitter. So we are back to attempting this crown. I am putting some rhinestone glue on to the back of it that we can apply directly then onto the nail. I think next time I need to apply more rhinestone glue. And now that I have that little torch with the silicone head, I can then cure it directly onto it, because there is still some slight lifting at the side. I'm going to go in now with a little brush, I think, and so we're trying to see if we can get that to cure, but then you can't cure through solid colours. So always remember that. You can't cure through a solid colour because it's not going to get in. So just where it's sticking up at the sides, I'm just going in with a little bit more of the glue, my dotting tool to just sort of, and the torch to just flash it into place. And now we're going to go over all of it with a top coat. So when it came out of the mold, it was quite matte. I wanted shiny, so that's what we're going for. And now my brain is thinking, what next? So we're going in with a chrome, and yeah, it didn't work. Why didn't it work? It was just one of those sets where things just weren't doing what I thought they would be. So maybe I put the wrong top coat on it. I don't know. But I've re-top coated it now with the chrome again. So we're now on the third chrome top coat. Maybe I left it too long. I don't know. Memory doesn't work that well. So we are on to top coating it, chroming it, and I just love how this chrome has turned out. Top coating it, because if you don't top the chrome it will come off, and make sure we put the lid back on the chrome because we don't want that to spill. We've already had fun and games with some chromes recently. I think that's going to be out next week, the nails haul. It was a very much a lesson what not to do with powders. So with this one I treated it sort of like you would a builder, and I put it on quite thick because I didn't want to brush off the glitter or get it caught in my brush. So I've sort of floated the top coat on over the glitter on that one. I can't remember now what I did with this nail. What I did? Yes, no, we're doing a crystal cluster, and I'm still very much figuring out how to do these and learning, and again I need to develop some skills with regards to this. One being how to put things on straight. So I have another set of nails that I need to do. That's going to be done tomorrow. I'm waiting for something to arrive. I'm hoping it's going to arrive tomorrow. If it doesn't arrive tomorrow, I'm not quite sure. I'll have to rethink the nails because they have to go up this Thursday. Because they are for Alicia as our Spotlight Member of the Month. So as you can see, that is cured crooked, and I immediately tried to straighten it after I cured it. So yeah, that's not going to straighten. Looks pretty, but not going to do what I need it to do. So we're going to sort of work around that. I'm going to add some more rhinestones onto it. We'll add some caviar beads, and we'll create a somewhat pretty design. It's fine. It's not my greatest piece ever. I do need to, I think, have a better plan when it comes to applying rhinestones and crystals, and just have some sort of idea of what I'm going to do. So for those of you who do lots of crystal work, where do you get your inspiration? What do you use to help you work out your patterns and how you are going to do your patterns for your crystals? Because I'm struggling with this one. So yeah, any sort of advice, any help with that really would be appreciated, or do you just sort of stick it on and hope for the best? Because that's kind of what I'm going for at the moment. And it is, although to be fair, this is only the second set of nails that I've done a proper cluster on, I think. The first one was the lip smacking nails live. I wasn't on the live, but I was recreating the nails at home at the same time. So there wasn't a lot of thinking time, and had to create a crystal cluster. So that was my first time doing that. Also, I'm sat here beside a box and the box is taunting me because it is a box of nail goodies that I have received from the lovely Tara over at Lynn Nails 81 because I won her 500 subscriber giveaway. So my prize came in two parts. The first was a set of Madame Glam polishes, which, to be honest, I opened because I wasn't going to sit at having a Madame Glam box staring at me for an undefined period of time. It would have been about 2 weeks. So, yeah, 2 weeks already. Like, so it'll nearly be 3 weeks by the time we get to Friday. And on Friday, I am going to be having my first live where I am going to be unboxing this box of temptation. And so on the declaration, it says nail art glitter jars, 24. Nail art stickers, 48. Nail art brushes, files, 12. And plastic nail charms, gems, 6. So, yeah, that's a lot of temptation sitting here beside me that I'm just going to be staring at for potentially, the next, it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it's on Friday, so the next 3 days. So please do join me for that. It's going to be at 10 o'clock UK time. I've chosen that time so that Tara could join, and she's now imagining going. She has a client, but she'll join in for the sec. She'll just be late joining. So, oh well. Not a lot I can do about it. So this is the full set. This is a full set completed. And yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've enjoyed this set of nails. And please join me on Friday for the giveaway or for me unboxing my giveaway prize. And we will see you all very soon. Bye.